Hi guys, I'm back. Let's have some fun today. I'm so excited to show you guys this because I just practiced and I freaking love it. I had seen it a while back and I was like, let's try this. Let's try it. So let's see how this works. As you guys pop on, say hello. If you're just catching the replay, no problem. You can still hang out. We're gonna do things a little bit different just because we're gonna get messy today, so I'm not gonna be able to be writing everybody's names in or anything like that. So it's gonna be a little bit different, okay? So all you have to do, obviously still do your sharing, your spreading of the love, all the things, right? But I will pick a winner after the video because I don't wanna get everything all messy, and I just know, obviously, this will be a hot mess if I try to do that. Bum, bum, bum. Hey, Caroline. Girl, this is going to blow your mind. Just watch this. I'm so excited. Okay. So we're going to make, if you guys noticed, I did this already. Hi, Carol. You notice how I did this part already. I wanted to test it out. It looks like legit wood, right? Hi, Bree. Hey, Randy. Hey, guys. This is some awesome ideas for you guys. Hey, Hope. Hi, guys. So I have to tell you, I was going to do my early morning lives, but it's just, it's not working, guys. It's not working at all. It's really not. Okay, I'm just sharing, and then I'm going to go ahead and switch over. So if you guys caught what I was saying, we're still doing our giveaways. All you have to do is just spread the love. You can comment shared so that I get you in, but just make sure that it is public because I'm actually just going to go back, click on shares, and write everyone's name down that's shared so you don't have to worry too much about everything else, okay? All right, so let me, oops. Hi guys. So I have to tell you, quiet this, my friends. Okay. Who did I miss? Hey, Hope. Hey, Ruth. Hey, Cheryl. I'm so excited. Thank you guys for sharing. So check this out. Does this not look freaking cool? Obviously, I don't like this color. I mean, that's just me. I don't like the wood color like this. I'm going for a darker color. So we're going to do a little bit of both. I want you to see what it's going to look like. And then we're going to start on this and I'm going to show you how I got it. Okay. Everything that I'm using today, with the exception of the paint, is from the Dollar Tree, okay? So super cool. This is an inexpensive way for you guys to make some cute little DIY fake wood signs. Thank you guys for sharing. Hey, Jennifer. Okay, so this, I just did it earlier. It's already super dry. I'm gonna show you how I got this look. Exactly what I'm using is this right here, guys. It's gonna blow your mind. I'm so excited. Is this foam board from the Dollar Tree, okay? If it's bent like this, totally cool. I'm gonna show you why. Check this out. This one was bent, and you notice how it just made it look like it's grains. It's so cool. All right, so I'm gonna let this dry because I am gonna go over it. I'm just gonna show you first how we got this. If you guys need me to zoom in or anything, let me know. If not, we're just gonna start here. My lines are not completely like super, they're not, I don't know, they're not on point. They're really not. I'm gonna keep working with it and see if I can get them a little bit cleaner. But this is gonna be a noodle board. So it's gonna be, I'm eventually gonna put all of this together. So I'm not 100% worried. I mean, I'm really not worried about how it looks, okay? Or how clean the cuts are. Hey, Mandy, thanks for sharing. Hey, Michelle. So if you guys are just now popping on, spread the love, do all the things. I will still be doing my giveaway, but I won't be doing it during the live. I'll be doing it after the fact just because we're going to get a little dirty today. Okay, so everything, like I said, is from the Dollar Tree. Let me show you how I got this here. So the little holes or whatever, that is the weirdest thing that my YouTube thing is like that, but that's just the only way I have it. I can't go live on YouTube yet till I have 1,000 subscribers, so we're going to get there one day. So I'm going to use my nail, guys. If you don't have a fake nail, just use, I don't know, something else. I'm going to poke. It's a little hard, okay? It doesn't have to be perfect. Hey, Carly. It doesn't have to be perfect, just however you want to do it. And I have this contact paper below me, so I actually kind of looked at it a little bit to see like, okay, well, this is how mine looks. Hey, Katie, welcome. Thanks for sharing, guys. So if you do share, remember that you'll get entered to win. We do little giveaways at the end of every live. I normally write your names down and add it into a bucket, and it's real fun, but I can't do that today because we're gonna get messy, okay? So I'm just gonna kind of just mess with my wood, my fake wood. You notice how this is bent? I'm gonna leave it, guys. So that's perfect. You want that grain look, okay? So I'm just building some imperfections into this. You can find a picture that you want to do, whatever you want to do. Hi, Adriana. Hey, Kathy. Thank you guys for sharing. Make sure you share to a public place so that when I go look at the shares, it'll be there, and I'll be able to put your name in, okay? Because if you do it like in Messenger, for whatever reason, it won't show that you shared. Thanks, Crescent. I'm so excited for this, guys. I have so many ideas on how to make these little signs for us because of like the laundry transfer that we just got, just all the exciting things that are coming. So this is going to be really cool. So I did a little bit of my holes, right? Not too bad. You can do more, you can do less, you can do whatever you want. And this is just an embossing tool. You guys, the Dollar Tree has like a legit really cool craft section. I got this just so I could be a little fancy. This is the sponge we're gonna use. This is just a bath sponge. This is a bath sponge from the Dollar Tree, and I cut it in half, and I'm gonna show you how I use this. I'm gonna use, I might use these. I haven't used them yet. They're just the makeup sponges. But the Dollar Tree has like a legit awesome crafting section. At least mine does. It's growing every day, I think. So I'm just gonna put some more, just some random holes, okay? Nothing crazy. We want it to give it a little bit of, and like I have this contact paper here so I can kind of look at it and be like, all right, well maybe I want like a line here. I want it to be like vintage and like rough, right? I'm not gonna get too crazy with it. I'm just gonna put a bunch of holes in here. My comments are going up. Is anybody saying anything? No? I pinned my comment, guys, so you can make sure, okay, yeah. So you can make sure that you help me get to 1,000 subscribers so we can go live there. Okay, so let's start. I'm gonna show you how we did this, and then we're gonna do some, let them dry, then we're gonna do darker, and then if we have time, we'll attach it. We'll attach it together. This is gonna be a noodle board, so we still need one more top to go here, and then we'll do I'm gonna do a vintage wreath with probably a C in the middle. Chanel, I go to the one, I'm trying to think of the last one. Okay, so the last time that I saw like the legit crafting supplies was the one on, my paint dried a little bit, so I'm gonna get a little bit more. Let me show you what paint I'm using. The one on Zaragoza, over there by Cece's Pizza. So I'm using these paints, guys. I haven't tried any other paint yet, okay? I'm not gonna lie, it took me 4 Walmarts to get all 3 of these, okay? If people are crafting like crazy. So, and for whatever reason, I think Walmart is the only place that sells this brand, which I think is really weird. So obviously if it becomes a problem to get this brand, I will try, there's another brand called Folk Art that has the same colors. I'm just gonna add this in here. This is just wax, okay? It's clear, so it looks yellow. It looks like a off color, but it's just clear wax. If you've seen me use wax before, it's legit the same thing, just in a paint form, okay? Oops. Let me clean that up a little bit. So I used wax, antique, and ink. Thanks, Jamie. Yeah, you guys just spread the love. We will do our giveaway, but it will be at the end, or it'll actually be after the fact. So make sure you like and follow the page so you can see when I post the winners. All right, and then I'm using antique. So antique is what got me this color, but I don't like this color. I like more dark, more like this below. So I'm gonna add the ink after. And ink is just it's just the name for their black. Can you hold the jar up close, please? I sure can. Give me a quick second. So Waverly is found at Walmart. I'm not joking, guys. I have tried to find it like so many other places, and that's probably way too much paint. Amazon doesn't carry it. There's other places that might carry it, and they're all out of stock. So like I said, it did take me a while. I was able to find it randomly at some other place. Yeah, I'm gonna hold it up, guys, so you can see it. It's just Waverly paint. but I'll show you right now. All right, so it's Waverly Clear Wax, Waverly Antique Wax, and Waverly Chalk Ink. These are paints, okay? They're just in paint form, I guess. They're like paint and wax. So you can take a quick screenshot of that. Keep in mind, if you want like a teal wood, you can do a teal color, but you want to use this wax still. So it just depends on what kind of finish you're getting. Some people want to use regular, just other colors. Okay, so I'm going to get some wax and I'm going to put some paint on here and I'm going to mix it together. And like I said, guys, everything I got, I don't want a ton of paint on here, okay? Because I don't want it to soak up my foam board or just get a ton on there and make it like get, what is it called? Like where it starts bowing on me. I don't want it to do any of that. So I don't want like a whole ton. You don't want to saturate it in paint pretty much. Hey Judy, I'm good. How are you? Thank you for sharing. Is it all chalk paint? Only the ink was chalk paint. The other ones are wax. Okay, so we're gonna go in here real good on these sides. See where you made those indentions? You want to have it real filled in there so it gives you that dark color. And then you want to make sure you dip it in the wax. And I just kind of sponge it out over here because I don't want like a ton of paint. But yeah, I can post a picture for you guys later. Just make sure you like and follow the page, okay? And then that way you can see it. All right. And if you get too much, you just add more wax and kind of wipe it along, okay? Do it together with your other boards so it blends. And I'm really just, it's a sponge, guys. So I don't have a full, like, crazy amount of paint on it because we're not trying to saturate this with a ton of paint. It's almost like staining with this paint. And then I'm not going to worry about the sides yet because we're still going to darken it up a little bit. And then I've learned that if you hold it in these little holes you poked, you won't get any fingerprints. If you get it too dark, you can just add a little bit of wax, move it along. If you get it too light, just add a little bit more. But since we're going to go over it in a darker color, I'm not worried about how dark this brown is. I'm just adding a little bit of maybe like texture to it. And I actually did those two earlier today, like literally earlier, and then I went and showered and they were dry. So I thought that was pretty cool. Thanks, Lisa. Hey, Carly. Yes, so I watched a couple YouTube videos on this and I was like, oh my God, this is so cool. So we're going to be making like fake wood signs. We're going to be making all the things. Perfect surface, inexpensive. You can easily put our transfers and chalk paste on it and then seal it if you must. Obviously, this wouldn't be the best thing to put outside, but you guys know I don't do any woodwork, okay? No woodwork at all. Looks good. You see it start to come together. It looks so awesome. I love it. Thanks, Lisa. Yeah, guys, if you're new, all you have to do is share the video and then comment below. Make sure you do share it to a public place. At the end, I will get everyone's names together and we'll do a little giveaway. And all you have to do is make sure you're following the page so you see it. So you want to get in those places that you made some holes, and you make it as vintagey, as rough as you want it. See that awesome like lines that the foam board was bent? Normally people wouldn't want those, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm taking those. And you guys, the foam boards, my Dollar Tree had a ton, so I grabbed like a whole handful of them because I was like, oh yes. I actually also bought some craft sticks to make a frame because we're going to do some more signs. Because I think sometimes the hardest part is finding an inexpensive surface because they can be so expensive to ship. They really can. So this is just an awesome way to make it look amazing. It does, right? Susan, I made them 3 inches. I made them 3 inches. And I was actually looking at my contact paper right here that I have, and I was like, well, I could do it like that. Because you could do them uneven. You can do them however you want. But I liked this. All right, so we're gonna do this last one, and then we're gonna start on the other one. This actually is a lot faster than I thought it was gonna be. And just kind of dab some of that stuff off. Dollar General has foam boards too. Yeah, are they $1? Because I know Dollar General is kind of more expensive. Unless they're cheaper, then go for it. But yeah, I got these at the Dollar Tree. So wherever you can get them. I mean, honestly, I think you can get these at any craft store. You can get these at Walmart, wherever you want to go. The only thing I need to do now is test this out. So you want to make sure you get those cracks because we don't want any white showing through them. I got to test this out with different paints now and see how it works. Have you done it yet, Susan? All right. Oh, I love it. It looks really good. Okay, and I used an X-Acto knife to cut it, guys. But like I said, I didn't feel like my cuts were that clean. You are gonna get messy too. Hey, Anne, looks really cool. So I'm gonna put this aside, let these dry really quick. And then, I think it looks good. And then, see, and if you have any spots where you're like, it's still wet, so you can still kind of maneuver through it. Okay. Hi, Tabitha, how are you? Going through all the info? Lots and lots of info. Okay, I'm gonna move this over. There's still probably a little wet. I'm just gonna put them over here, and we're gonna do the darker color that I want. How's everyone doing today? What are you guys up to? It's what day? What day is today? Sunday? No, I'm not using paste yet. I am using pretty much like wax and paint. Hey, Danielle. Thanks, girl. I got a little obsessed with these guys. I've been watching them for the longest time. Yes, girl, do it. Super exciting. You guys, I cannot wait to get my own house to decorate. This is a pain in the butt. But the good thing is that you really don't have to, spend a ton of money with this, and then I don't have to punch a bunch of holes in them because they're so light that I can easily hang this up. My head is swollen. No! Okay, Tabitha. So I said, read unit 1 and then we'll chat. That's the reason why I do it, because it's way too much information for you to try to do it all at once. So I highly recommend you just do it a little bit at a time. Don't get stressed out. Would be the best place for inexpensive. Yeah, and like I told you guys, my Dollar Tree has like some awesome craft supplies. I was blown away by how much they've added to it. We are walking out. We are out walking right now. Oh, nice. How's the weather? Thanks, Anne. I'll get you in the giveaway, okay? Ducks, so may have to watch replay. Okay, well, go have fun feeding the ducks. All right, so I'm gonna get this. Like I said, guys, that antique paint that I put was way too much. So I think even if you were just gonna try this out, you could probably, welcome, Judy. You could probably get the smaller ones. But I always just try to get the bigger ones for now because you never know when I'm gonna use them. They just go in my craft stuff. Okay, so as you can tell, this is just black, guys. It's literally just black. So that color ink is just their name for black. I just got done gluing random wood pieces together to make more signs. Yay, that's awesome. Actual glue, like actual wood signs, you glued them together. All right, and then we're gonna put some more wax. Oh my goodness. I didn't realize it was gonna come out that much, but well, I'll mess with it later, don't worry about it. Okay, so I'm gonna use the other half of my sponge. You can probably rip this out. Just cut it out. Because we don't really need that. Thank you, Miss Tabitha. Happy Sunday is right. What are you guys doing today? Just chilling, enjoying yourself? And this is already dry, okay? I did it maybe an hour ago, right before I got in the shower. You want to do your wax and your black. I don't want like a whole ton of black. I don't want it to be like super strong, but I want more of a dark color. I really don't want, I don't like brown, guys. I don't like that old antique-y color, but a lot of people do. Just depends on your taste. Let me see if I can hold it without getting any fingerprints in here. So this is gonna, with that brown in the background, it really adds some texture to it. Makes it look more and more like actual wood. Fill in those holes. And that's why I got those makeup sponges, because you can actually use those to get really, like, get around there. We might get one of those out. Hey, Teresa. Yes, I would glue and clamps. I used wood glue and clamps. Ah, okay, got you. Cool. So you can add as much black as you'd like. If you want it to be darker, obviously you want to add some more. If you want it to be lighter, add less. If you want to keep your antique, then you can just do maybe 1 to 2 coats of it. I'm going to do the sides too. How does that look? It looks better. I think I might want it actually a little bit darker. Let's go a little darker. My whole family is watching you. Hi, Carly's family. You're going live today, right? I went a little hard with the black there, guys, so hold on. If you need to take it off, just dab a little bit more wax and it'll allow you to move it around. That's a little too dark for me. Let's take some of that off. Add some more wax. I like everything dark. As you guys know, I'm always like dark black, as dark as it gets, and then brown, dark brown. Except for my hair. I don't like my hair dark brown. Okay, I like that better. What do you guys think? I like that color. You're gonna get dirty doing this, guys. You can probably do some gloves. I just did my nails too, but there we go. Now we see some more texture. Have you seen the green sponge? No, I haven't. I've watched a few other people too, so I just kind of go with, I've just been trying different supplies that different people use. Yes, of course I will call you. Do you need a pep talk? I haven't seen the green sponge. I'll have to go find it. I actually watched like 1 or 2. I actually just watched one of her videos, and then I was like, let's look her up on Facebook. All right, so I'm gonna do the, that's way too dark. All right, guys, I'm going a little hard with the black, okay? Not worried about the sides. The sides are always gonna be darker. And if you wanna go off of like an image that you have online, you can totally do that. And we gotta wipe this off. There we go. And the wax, guys, the wax will help you move it around. All right, and then I've got a little bit of fingerprints in here. So if you can, use gloves, hold on to it somehow, maybe use your finger here in the hole, whatever makes it easier. All right, I like that a lot. I never thought about using foam board so much lighter. What a great idea. I know, so I didn't realize there was so much you can do with foam board. So the next thing we'll be doing is we'll be making a farmhouse sign with it, and we'll be putting our gather stencil in it. I'm gonna wipe off some of this paint. My self-healing mat has been all kinds of paint, so I'm not too worried about it. I mean, it's meant to get dirty, right? Thanks, Tara. I'll put you in, okay? I never thought, oh yeah. All right, so then we're gonna do the same thing here. I do want it darker. A little bit more wax, and then I'm just gonna spread this out. I might have to use a different sponge because I feel like I've really saturated in black, and I don't know that I want it that black. Let me see where I can hold on to this. So if you don't want to get dirty, I definitely recommend some gloves. Get some of this off. That's just a wet wipe, okay? So it's not sopping wet, but it's just to get some of that black off. Looks good. All right, so we're gonna let this dry now, and then we're gonna move on to our other pieces that are drying. Let me put my hair up because it's a little hot in here. Hey, Ashley, thank you for sharing. Thanks, guys. All right, let me do the side. I almost want to sponge this out and put in some water. But let's see. Let's just see what we get. Kind of go, just blend it in. All right. I love it. How are you? Missed the beginning. We'll catch the replay. Hey, Lisa, I'm good. How are you? Your goodies went out already, okay? I don't know if you saw your email. I know sometimes not everyone gets their emails. Okay, I'm going to swap this out. We're going to let this dry really quick. Don't tell my husband, but I'm laying it on my printer. I love it. It looks so good. I'm not going to lie, guys. Like, I always have stuff on my oven or my stove top. So I'm thinking, if I have a noodle board, like a real cute little noodle board, I won't have anything there, right? Is that a good thought process? What did you say? No, girl, for the makeup brush. Oh, so no, I'm going to show you. I actually just used the sponge, but if you wanted to make them a little bit darker, so let me show you my contact paper. I know in some spots it's a little darker wherever there's a hole. Let me see. Well, actually not really. So you know how there's just a little darker here and there? It's really not. So you can use the makeup sponges. They have them at the Dollar Tree in a pack to kind of make these make them stand out a little bit more. But I think they're okay with the way they are right now. But we'll see. Hi, Maricela, welcome. Thanks for watching. Let me know if you guys have any questions. This is the first time I'm doing this, I'm not gonna lie, but you know that I like to do things live so we can play and learn together. And if this pans out the way I love it or the way I expect it to, then we'll be doing like a lot more of these because this is so inexpensive, guys, and then it looks freaking awesome. Because if you have a bunch of transfers you want to use, a bunch of chalk paste you want to use, you can make yourself an inexpensive sign to hang it. And Farmhouse is really in, and I feel like this really goes well with Farmhouse. All right, so we want to blend it a little bit more. The more you move your sponge, the more you're going to get like those strokes. And that makes it really look like grains. At least it does in my mind. That's foam board. Yes, ma'am, it is. I'll show you what it started off as. And I just cut it with an X-Acto knife. I think that looks good. You can even use a paintbrush, and I used these paintbrushes. Where did it go? Oh, right here. So that has like a really like crinkly edge. I used that in the beginning, but I didn't really see a difference with it, so I didn't mess with it too much. If you want your boards to look like they're blending or like they just came together, I'll show you in just a little bit how it first looked like. And you know, everybody's doing those little drive-by parades and stuff, so sometimes it's hard to find these. So if you want to do this and you happen to go to the Dollar Tree or just anywhere that has it, I would grab some just so you have them for when you're ready to do it. And I kind of like how it looked when I took it off with the wipey. It still left the black. It just wasn't as strong. Welcome. Is it Donika? So sorry if I said that wrong. I'm going to glue them. I think I'm going to glue them. So you can glue them or just like wood, attach a strip, maybe like 2 to 3 strips on the back. But since this is going to be a foam board, I'm probably going to glue them. You can attach some cardboard, maybe another strip of foam board to keep them together. It looks good. We'll put all our wood together right now. Our wood. We'll put all our wood together right now and see how it looks. See if they're looking good together. But like I said, this cut wasn't super clean. I did use an X-Acto knife. I used some pretty good pressure, which is why I have my self-healing mat, because I didn't want to scratch my desk. And it seemed to work pretty well, but it's not as clean as I'd like it to be. But like I said, I'm going to attach these, so I'm not super worried about it. And then if you use the end of each foam board, you don't really have to worry about that. Are you using regular paint? Yes. I'll show you real quick what I'm using. And while it's still wet, you can still move it around, make it, get all the little designs, all the things. That's okay, girl. It doesn't matter if you're late. You miss all the boring stuff, right? Okay, so you guys know I am going to change my live schedule. I didn't finish telling you guys. I just can't do lives early in the morning. I don't know. I just feel so off. I don't know what it is. So my lives will be Saturdays and Sundays, probably around this time. And then Mondays and Tuesdays in the evening. And maybe some surprise lives in between then if my kids cooperate. All right, so that looks good, right? Looks good. Let's put a piece over here so we can see how it looks. I think it's pretty good. I come for the party. Thank you for sharing. Okay, so let me put these over here. Yeah, guys, just keep sharing. And I'm going to do the giveaway just after. Make sure you like and follow the page because that's where I'll post the winner at. And it is messy, okay? And it's acrylic paint. It's not my chalk paste where you can get it off of everything. So just keep that in mind. But let me show you the paints I'm using. That's why I love my stuff, guys. I love it. All right. So let me show you. These are Waverly paints, guys. Like I said, it took me about 5 Walmarts to find them because everybody's at home crafting. I do think you absolutely need this wax. It's a clear wax, water-based. It is a paint, so it's paint form. It's different than the wax we use. Thanks, Gabby. Then we've got our chalk. This is chalk paint. You notice how one says chalk and one says wax? So this is chalk in the ink color, okay? And then this is wax in the antique color, okay? I do really have to experiment and see if you can use other paints for the same texture, and I most definitely will. The most popular one that I could find, we already did the antique, okay? The antique is gonna give you this look, and this is what we used here. Thanks, Dina. I'm so glad. I was so excited to do this. And look at how awesome this looks. It really does look like just regular old wood. So you might want to get those roughed up foam boards. And let me show you. This is the foam board. It's just one of those big things that you get for like graduation signs, whatever it may be. So it's just one of those. And I just cut it up with my X-Acto knife. I didn't do it live because I probably would like lose a finger or something. All right, so now we're gonna do this last part. It's actually it's actually really soothing to do this. I was watching a video of somebody doing this, and it sounded like she was scraping it, and I literally was getting chills. Do you do all the lines in the foam board? No. So these lines were actually there already. So people aren't going to get the foam boards that have lines in them because they're going to make their sign look funny. You actually want those because look at how cool it looks. It makes it look like rustic, old farm barnyard doors. So I didn't make those lines, but these, I used my fingernail. I poked some holes, and then I did this one with just this little tool right here. anything that you have that pokes, just use it. But I got that at the Dollar Tree too. It's in the craft section, at least the craft section at ours. I have to tell you though, they had a ton of stuff. They had these little paint trays and I was like, oh, that's so cool. For like an actual painter. I always go too hard with the black paint on the last one. I don't know what it is. You're so crafty. My brain shut off lately to crafting. I have so much chalk couture stuff to use and play with, but I'm lost mine. Oh no! Why'd you lose your mojo? That sucks. I'm sorry. It happens a lot, guys. Something like happens, and I'm gonna take off and try to see if I can take off some of this black. Since it's a sponge, you can feel it. It did really soak in there. So I'm gonna take off some of this black. Thank you, Miss Krista, for sharing. Well, that's what we're here for. We're here to help you get your spark back. Because I can't tell you that it doesn't happen to me. Because it happens to all of us. Especially with COVID, having to be home with your kids. Just life in general, guys. It happens. And sometimes you just need that little spark again. I think it happens to all of us. So don't worry. But this should be something you enjoy. I can't say that I'm crafty. I'm just always looking for new ideas, really. And then especially with the stuff we do, it's so easy. Work the nursing. Oh yeah, well, most definitely. This is so cool. Yeah, rewatch it so you can see kind of the step-by-step. The only thing I didn't do is cut. I might be able to cut this other part with you. I'm just really afraid to cut off like one of my fingers or something while we're live. So, I don't know. Thanks, Miss Denise. Yeah, I totally understand, Jolene. I mean, this is rough times. But what would we do without you guys? Honestly. So you got to remember that when you are going to work or when you're having a hard day. Like, we can't do it without you guys. We can't. All right, just remember why you signed up to do that. Remember the reasoning for it, because almost always you guys have a reason for why you wanted to be a nurse, you know? All right. Okay, so I think that's good. If you have a little bit, you can add a little bit of wax. When it dries up, that's when you want to add your wax so you can move it a little bit more. Okay. Got to get my fingerprints out of there. Now let me match it up with this over here. My hands are a hot mess. You did 2 projects today? How awesome. Hey, Miss Kathy. Thank you, Miss Denise, for sharing. You are giving me so many ideas right now. I know, isn't it? I'm not even joking, guys. I've been like watching all these videos and I'm like, oh my God. I made my husband go to all these different Walmarts. And then I was looking at Walmart and I was like, I gotta find this paint. Because I want to try it with the paint. And then I want to try it with a different brand. Yeah, Brianna, that's what I'm going to do too. I already got the craft sticks. I watched one, probably the same one. All right, so let's move this together. Ah, it looks so awesome. You would never guess, guys, that that is foam board. And I can't tell you that, like, it's not that you're watching it on video or whatever. But even my husband was like, okay, that looks really good. And you know how husbands are, right? All right, so let's add this one together. So I think this is the one I just finished. Some of them might be a little tacky. Look at how awesome that looks. So you notice how, if you look at my contact paper, this is a little bit more gray. We're getting a little bit more brown because we added that antique to the bottom. Welcome, Janice. So it just depends on what color you're going for, okay? So just keep that in mind when you're picking out your paints. You don't absolutely have to get the exact same colors I got, but if you do want to do something like this, you want those 3 colors. For sure, you want the wax. What'd you make, Linda? Kathy, did I tell you? We are making like fake wood out of foam board. All right, so this is good here. And then I want to find my finished lines. So the lines that came, this is the clean cut line. So I'm going to use, obviously, this clean line because it was already cut for me on the outsides. There's so much black in here. It's driving me crazy. Let me get another one of these brushes. So don't go so hard with the black, okay? Don't do it. There's a makeup brush. The makeup sponge. And take off some of that black. Use this really quick. So no problem. No problem. It looks super cool. I love it. So now I just need, I'm gonna do one here and then one here, probably just to give it that effect and maybe attach it through the back. Let me see if this is, let's see. Yes, you want the imperfections. You should, Brianna, we totally should. I did it with one of my teamies that's in, where is it? I want to get some of the sides that I'm missing. She lives in a small town in Texas, so she drove over for the weekend and we actually did a live together, which is pretty cool. But since you live here, it's so much easier. We can totally do one together. All right, let me get some of this black off. I'm gonna do the sides with this makeup brush because I think it'll be a little bit easier. I hate that you go live so early now. I always miss them. I know. So I was just saying, Brandy, that I'm gonna switch my live schedule. I know again. I'm gonna go early on Saturday and Sunday, and then Mondays and Tuesdays will be my regular 6:30 lives. And then the rest of the week, I'll be doing orders, just all that shipping, all that stuff, because it does take a lot of time, and I wanna make sure that I get everything out right away. Giraffe and RV, nice. I showed my daughter and she said, why do you want to make wood? Then I said to chalk on, her face lit up. Oh, it's awesome. It's perfect. Honestly, it's the perfect surface to chalk on. It really is. And it looks freaking amazing. So like, this might be my new thing, just doing it all the time. You guys might get annoyed of me. So I'm just getting these, because we don't want the white showing at all, right? So I think even here, you could probably mix a little black and a little brown to get all that white. Oh, you watched it? How funny, Brianna. Geez, that was like almost, if not a year, longer than a year ago. It was kind of hard though, because we were both trying to go live on our own pages. Can you do a split screen when you go live? Can't you do a split screen when you go live? Yeah, I can. Oh, like if I have another person? Yeah, you can have somebody on one side and the other person on the other side. Does that make sense? That's what you're asking, right? Yeah, we totally should. Well, and if you guys haven't heard or didn't see my post, our team is offering virtual workshops now. So if you guys want in on the workshops, you can comment, just comment workshop and I'll send you the info. But the first one is on the 1st. So it'll just be, it'll be like, I won't be live here on my page. It will be totally just us in Zoom, all live together, learning and chalking for the first time. Yeah, so you can do a split screen where you have just one person on one side and the other person on that side. I'm just doing these white parts just so in case, like, I don't know that you really have to do all of these, but in case it moves. My hands are a hot mess, guys. Okay, that one's good. That way you don't see any white. And so you can see where there's like little imperfections in my cut. But honestly, I feel like that's how wood is. Like wood is very like you cut it and it chips and it does all the things and you have to sand it and then you have to put it together and it's not perfect. So I think I don't mind it too much. Hey, Patty. I know, I'm sorry, I can't be live all the time, guys. It's killing me. But yeah, my husband's like, are you gonna do live? And I was like, I really don't want to go live that early. So that will be the new schedule for now. Of course, I'm always working if you guys need anything. The new catalog order the big one hasn't shipped yet, but the small one with the mystery bundles has already shipped. So those will be going out soon and I will be packaging those live. So you guys can see, you guys can try to guess which one's yours. All right. And then if you get it on this side, you can kind of just wipe it. Let me get a little bit of wax. And it just literally, it comes off, guys, with just that wax. Pretty cool. Yes, there is, right? Perfectly imperfect. So what kind of board is that? This is foam core board. So like your board that you use for science projects, for your signs, especially right now that we're doing like drive-by birthday parties and stuff. All right, so I think I'm just gonna do a light coat because that's taking forever in a day. All right, so it looks good. This one's good. I'm just gonna do a light coat. I don't wanna see the white, but with this, you really won't see anything. How can we get a mystery bundle? Oh, Denise, comment fall and you'll get the info on it. I think I should have some extra ones. So as soon as it gets here, you can get one. Is there a transfer for that? Is there a transfer for that? So I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna put on it. This is just making a surface. I'm gonna show you, this is showing you guys how to make an inexpensive surface so you can chalk on it. But I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna put this here. Let me try to wipe my hands a little bit. Hey Chris, how are you? All right. I'm gonna put the vintage laurel wreath, and you guys, this is retiring, so get it if you want it, because it is going away. Obviously you can tell I've used it a lot. So I'm gonna put this, and then I'm gonna put a C in the middle of it for my noodle board. Hey Tracy! Oh, comment fall. It's okay, comment fall for the mystery bundles, and that's for the new catalog. All right, let's finish this up. How long have we been on? About, what, a minute ago? All right, I think this is all done. I think I had a piece fall on the floor. Okay, cool. So we've got all our pieces ready to go. So the main thing would be attaching it. Let me move my paint over. Let me move this paint over. I'm gonna attach it from the back first. I don't think, these are actually, this one's a little tacky, but they're actually dry, which is really cool because I'm all about quick and easy. Ooh, I forgot the sides. Forgot the sides. Sorry, I came in late. What did you stain the front boards? No, so I use these paints really quick, Patty. These are all Waverly paints. They're only available at Walmart. I used wax, clear wax, antique wax, and ink chalk. They're all paints though. If you watch it from the beginning, I'll show you how I did it. Let me flip these over. I do have to do the sides, but I'm just gonna give you an idea how I would put it together. Maybe we can do it really quick. Sorry, I hit the I hit the thing up there. How much are the mystery bundles? So they are $20 if you're just a regular customer, and they're $17 if you are a Club Couture member. So you can probably use some cardboard in this case. My hands are so dirty, guys. I don't know that I want to do anything else with this. So I'm going to use some cardboard to glue this together, to fasten it together. And then on the outside, I will put, let me see. And then on the outside, I will put just an extra plank there to make it look like it's securing it, if that makes sense. Get a pen. I'll go back. Yeah, watch it from the beginning so you can see like the step-by-step how I did it. All right. Just cut this whole thing off. Okay, I'm gonna move this because I don't want to, you know what? Let me just cut over here. I'm afraid to cut my desk, you know? But you do want something, oh look, I have this that I could probably use. I don't think that part's. Plus shipping, yes, that's the total price. That is a total price, girlfriend. Okay, that's not long enough. But that would probably be perfect. So I'm gonna cut this out. My Chalk Couture scissors, guys, are pretty amazing. Not gonna lie. They're super sturdy. I probably shouldn't use them for other things, but I do, because they're so good. Yeah, if you comment fall, you'll get all the information in Messenger. And then you can decide if you want to do it or not. I don't really want this like super long. Cutting. Sorry, guys. All right. So put this here. Nobody's going to see this. This is going to be the background. If you wanted to paint it and make it look like legit, you could totally do that. Of course. Of course. I think I already got the catalogs in case you guys didn't see, but I had to order more. I think we had like 40 mystery bundles, which is fun. Super fun. All right. So this is how I would attach it with some hot glue. So I'm going to work on this later. I'm not going to do it live just because I feel like it's a hot mess. I need a razor blade. I have a razor blade, but I like using my chocolate drawer scissors, especially with cardboard. All right, guys, so that's how I'm going to attach it. And then I think maybe we'll finish it tomorrow with this and some other stuff. We'll finish up the top part. We'll do our vintage laurel wreath, and then we'll do our lettering. So you can check it out. Other than that, you guys, if you have any questions at all, just comment below. Make sure, to like and follow the page so I can, so when I post the winners, you guys will see it. All right, guys, I will see you later. We'll continue this tomorrow.